Disclaimer, I do not own Yu-Gi-Oh! The show is owned by 4Kids, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Itself is owned by Konami. Let's get into the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie. First off, we start with another recap of how the Duel Monsters began with it and the whole thing about ancient Egypt. Something we were told a pretty good amount of times throughout the series. Also, all these pictures on the tablet makes for some neat tints in the future. And even more about how Yu-Gi-Oh! is building the Millennium Puzzle and putting it together in his room. Because it's not like we saw a bunch of flashbacks about that already as well. We did, though. And also, seeing that at the same time he was completing it, the Pyramid of Light was also being activated. Something we never brought up before or ever again. But hey, need to know that's the thing. Now we start off. It's after Battle City. Yugi is now the number one duelist in the world. And now everyone wants to duel Yugi to try to get his God cards, even though they can't with their weird eyes. And Kaiba is also still looking for a way to beat Yugi's God cards. He's still very salty about all his losses. He just cannot let it go. This man needs to get a hobby. And everyone's at school now wanting to duel Yugi, and now they have to get through Joey before they can. I mean, Joey's a good duelist. If you can't beat Joey, there's no way you can beat Yugi. What, you guys just all have, like, not powerful cards or something? And, of course, Kaiba duels Pegasus for one card that can't stop the God cards for Blue Shining Dragon, which is quite useless, by the way, and the Pyramid of Light Trap card that wasn't there before because Pegasus didn't know because someone slipped it in there. I guess the evil spirits just make trading cards now. I like how during Yugi and Kaiba's duel, the cards look like the actual TGG cards, so I can actually read them. So that's very nice. That's just a really nice thing I look. They look super smooth and good looking too. Throughout the entire duel, Kaiba's plan is to banish Yugi's God cards so we can banish him with the Pyramid of Light Trap card and then to use Shining Dragon, destroy the Pyramid of Light Trap card, and use the card Different Dimension Burial to then take control of Yugi's God cards. And that's the plan. We'll also slowly destroy Yugi's deck with one certain trap card. And throughout the entire thing, Yugi and friends are inside the Millennium Puzzle to stop these undead guys from, I guess, taking over the puzzle or something like that, while throwing something at a specific redstone on the wall. And also, they still have the friendship symbols. I'm surprised they remember that, since they never bring it up after episode 1. And during the duel, Kaiba tries to destroy the trap card with his Blue Shining Dragon, but it just doesn't get destroyed because of plot. And Anubis, he's the bad guy. Never mentioned before, never mentioned again. He's a bad guy just for the movie, because, I mean, someone had to be the bad guy, let's admit it. Luckily, with a nice stroke of luck, Yugi manages to damage the eye on the wall nice enough for it to slowly crack and clear like the weekend. And now Yugi plays Double Spell. One problem, what Double Spell in your hand? I know, cool thing with just 2 spell cards to do that, but you kind of need the spell card in your hand. Whatever, even a duel like this has to have some shenanigans, they think. And now with Monster Reborn, he can bring back his Blue Shining Dragon to actually destroy the Pyramid of Light Trap card, then activate Kaiba's Trap card with another card so we can bring all his God cards to finally destroy Anubis and the Pyramid of Light, because apparently that's just how it works now. And now Anubis still isn't done because he's like, it's time for the ultimate Shadow game. It's not like every other Shadow game was the ultimate one, right? What about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Remember, that wasn't the ultimate Shadow game? What? Oh yeah, anyway, it's time for they used the Blue Shining Dragon to actually, for real, destroy him this time. And that was it. Only took about a half an hour. Neat, I guess. But still, that's a lot of damage Kaiba's got to fix on that dome, like, wow. And yes, Kaiba is okay, back to his old self. And yes, we will admit that if nothing interrupted the duel, yes, Kaiba did look like he was going to walk away with the victory this time. But now, Yugi won. Now it's time to go home and wait for Season 4, because that's gonna happen soon, don't worry. Oh, that was the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie. Pretty good, honestly. Still kind of surprised they used the TGG cards instead of, like, the anime-related cards. But that's still pretty nice how they did it, so we could read the cards. So, for the most part, no shenanigans happened. It was pretty satisfying to see another duel with Yugi versus Kaiba. And that was a pretty good one. So, I'll see you next time for Yu-Gi-Oh! Dying to Pokemon video games. I'll see you next time. See ya.